I was born by the river in a little tent. Just like that river I've been running ever since. Hey, you ever walk into like a grocery store and you're like in a rush and you go to grab that first cart and it's like stuck into the other carts and you yank the cart like as hard as you can, but it's not budging, man. Man, it's crazy, man. Don't fall for it, man. Don't fall for it. And then if you just get the loan cart that's just sitting there, yeah, go ahead and grab that one. Yeah, that's an option. But one of the wheels are definitely going to be jacked up, man. One of the wheels is just going to be like... That's the sound it makes when you roll across the ground. And it's just like, you can't shop like that, man. You can't shop like that. Going to the grocery store, I think people take it for granted. You got to go in there and go get your groceries. But nowadays they have Instacart, and they got DoorDash, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna order my groceries, and let me get a pack of menthols, add that to the list. Oh man, see, that even hurt my throat right now. That my throat's messed up. How do you think those people? How do you think they live when they have to go out, and try to go buy their own cigarettes and groceries? Let me get a box of Marlboro Lights. And but one of the complaints that people have who are like against Instacart, they're like, oh no, I am not paying an extra service charge for someone to get me a bad cantaloupe. And it's like, come on. I mean, if you go into the store and pick the best cantaloupe and go bring it back home, in 2 days it's gonna be rotten anyways. Like, what's the point? I will not. I will, and for me, I'm kind of like at this point where it's like, man, go ahead, order them. Order the groceries on the Instacart. Oh, we need groceries? Instacart. We need this? Instacart. And because, I don't really, because then I gotta go into the store and walk around. And man, I had to go to the store. What day was that? I think it was Christmas Eve. We drove to a Walmart. We waited till the last minute. I had to work on Christmas Eve. We waited till the last minute. I may have talked about this, but no one's going to know, like, if you listen to the other episode, so I'll just keep it rolling. But, yeah, it was crazy. We rolled up to a Walmart, and there was a bunch of people walking in there, and we were trying to get in there like, no, we're closed. And they must have closed, but they just left like 100 people walking around in there, just getting their last little bits of shopping in. And then we went to a Vons, and I felt like I was like in Japan, because I don't really shop at Vons, and I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm looking for macaroni. And then I go to the person, and I always ask, it's just like, I don't care, like, I'll just ask, like, where's this, where's that? But I go to one of the workers, and I'm like, yeah, excuse me, yeah, I'm trying to find the rolls, the dinner rolls, but it's like the buns. It's like the buns that you you put them in the oven. It's like, you cook them. And the lady's just looking at me like, And so finally, when I was done explaining it, she's like, oh yeah, they're just over there if we have them, but we might be out because, it's Christmas Eve and you waited to the last second to come in here and buy this stuff. But yeah, man, anyways, I don't know what made me think about this, but yeah, I feel like there was a time, back to the original part of this episode, it's like there's two different people. You can either go into the grocery store, you go to grab that first cart, and sometimes I feel like we have something in our minds that's like, don't grab that cart. And so sometimes I'll be like, yes, thank you for that. So then I don't go to the initial cart, because that's the trick. That's the one that gets you hooked. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you almost got me. But I'm going to go get this cart over here. And then you go and pull it out, and it's like smooth, And what's up with what's up with Aldi? You got to put a quarter in there to get a cart. You kidding me, man? You got to be kidding me. You have to put a quarter in to release the chain so that you can grab a cart to go shop with. Man, that's crazy, man. Why is this going on over here? And, sometimes, it's pretty annoying. You try to go to Aldi's and you don't have a quarter, and you're like, start checking your pockets, like, wait. Hold on. Let me check this. Let me check in here. Let me check in this thing. Let me check right here. No, there's no quarters there. Ain't one quarter around, but when you don't need them, you find them in the cushions and whatnot. But I've gone to the cashier lady, cashier person, and I'll be like, I just need a quarter. I need a cart. And they're like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Here you go. And they just give you a quarter, and then, of course I return it. I mean, of course I go back and I give them the quarter. I don't just walk out and take the quarter. But it's funny, whenever I go back to go return it, they're like, oh yeah, thank you. So that just means that nobody else returns a quarter. But yeah. So, man, I had to get gas yesterday, and I have Ralph's rewards. So like, I want to get that discount, you know what I'm saying, on the gas. And it was freezing out here. I park, I get out, and the wind is just like piercing through me. You know what I mean? It's like that type of wind out here. We can get this sometimes out here in the Californias. And I'm like, what am I doing out here, man? And so I'm punching in, debit, okay, Ralph's, punch it, alternate ID, punching my phone number, decline. I'm like, come on, there's no way I punched it in wrong. So I do it again. I thought maybe I punched it in wrong, but then I was like, no, I know I didn't punch it in wrong, but I did it again anyways, and it still came back decline. And so I'm like, no, man, I really want that discount. You know what I mean? So then I go in, I lock my car, I go into the store, and it's like, okay, and I'm like, hey, and then here I go again, just saying the obvious, like, you guys got the rewards, points. And the guy's like, yeah, we got him. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I go punch it in, and I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, it's just right here. I go punch it in, and then bam, decline, identification decline. I'm like, why is it saying decline? He's like, I don't know, man. It's an old gas station. It just doesn't work. And I'm like, why didn't you just tell me it doesn't work earlier? Like, why didn't you just save me the hassle? Anyway, so then I had to get gas without the discount, which to me felt like I was doing something illegal. Maybe against my morals or whatnot. But I went ahead and did it, and it's all good, and then gas came out, and the car's feeling good, and driving around, everything's peachy king, you know what I'm saying? Everything's wonderful. Everything's fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Not sure what that means. I don't know why people say stuff like that, but I just thought I'd get up on here and record this episode. And actually, I think I had something else I was gonna say. Let me think. Man, it's January, man. It's January 2026, and people are like at work, oh yeah, you got any resolutions? You got any, you got any resolutions? And I'm like, man, I swear, if one more person comes to me and asks me if I have any resolutions, like, I might, no, I'm just kidding. But I was like, someone asked me that at work, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And yeah, because it's like, what am I going to say? Oh, I need to lose weight. And, you know, oh yeah, I need to, it's just, I don't know. You ever get to a point where it's like you set the goals and the resolutions? You're like how many times are you going to set that? And it's just like, is it worth it? Yeah, I'm not sure. But I did set one goal, and I talked about that before, but whatever. So I'm not going to talk about that now. I mean, how am I supposed to lose weight when everywhere I drive, there's a fast food place, and it's like, oh, well, you didn't have to go there, Charles. You didn't have to go through the drive-thru and order. I know I didn't have to, but I was hungry. I mean, what am I supposed to do? And yeah, but anyways, I did bring food. I brought food to lunch to work, because you go out to eat and you end up paying like $25 or more, and it's like, what did I even eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? And depending on who you go with, my old crew was like, oh yeah, so there was one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, no one's gonna even know his name if I did say his name, but anyways, I'm not going to. And he's like, oh yeah, we do like family style. And so I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, we all just order like a couple big things and we just share. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then but it turns out to be like $30-$40 per person, and I'm just like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one, big fella. But anyways, I wanted to not say that word. I feel like that's like a filler word anyways. And that's one of the goals of this podcast. Yesterday, I wanted to share this, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Yesterday at work, we go into this big meeting, and there's a lot of people there. I had no idea how many people are going to be there. And they get to this point, they're doing this presentation, they get to this point and they like ask, they celebrate like a project that I was a part of. And they asked my manager, oh, do you want to introduce your team? And he goes, oh yeah, this is Charles. Charles, do you want to introduce your team? And so I'm like not even prepared. So he gives me the microphone and I'm like, yeah, my name's Charles. I'm the QA. The QA lead, and this is the team. And then it like panic sets in because I can't pronounce anybody's last name on my team because they're either from like Ethiopia or India. And so I just say their first name, I give a couple comments, and I wrap it up. But man, when I sat down, I felt like I was gonna pass out. And that's probably how you feel after you heard this. I'm just kidding, but you guys have a good one. I'm out of here.